So you got yourself an invisible John Cena action figure. And for the most part, you've enjoyed having it in your personal collection. You've displayed it proudly alongside all your other wrestling figures, and you've used it to reenact your favorite John Cena moments in the ring. But when it comes to accessories, something just doesn't feel right about using regular wrestling props with an invisible action figure. So today I've decided to make some invisible accessories for my invisible John Cena. Things like an invisible table, ladder, and chair, as well as an invisible championship title, and a few other random invisible items as well. So without further ado, let's go. I'll begin my journey by hopping on my computer and searching for some pre-made 3D models that I can make with my 3D printer. I ended up finding 12 different things to print, and if you're looking to make these yourself, I've linked them all below in the description box. I'm going to make these items with my resin 3D printer, the Elegoo Saturn III. I'll be using this water-washable clear resin for most of the items, but I'll also be using this clear flexible resin to make a bendable championship title. After printing each of the items and then washing and curing them, this is what they look like. Now, they're not quite finished yet. I still need to make a couple of small changes to improve the way they look. The first issue I have is that the pieces look a little bit cloudy. So to fix that, I'll spray a clear gloss layer on top of them. This makes the pieces look more transparent than they were before. The other issue is that the John Cena figure has a slightly purplish blue tint to it, so the color of the 3D prints doesn't match it exactly. To fix that, I'll dilute some alcohol ink in water and then brush it onto the pieces. Little by little, the tint will start to shift from clear to a slightly bluish purple hue. Now that the accessories are finished, let's take a closer look at each one of them. We'll begin with the WWE Championship title. Now, I used flexible resin to print this, which allows me to bend it and wrap it around my action figure's waist, making Cena the never-seen 17-time champ. I also printed the same belt with hard resin just to show you the difference. This one can't be bent. If I try too hard, it will snap. So if you want a flexible belt, use flexible resin. Next up, I've got an assortment of weapons that John can use if he finds himself in a street fight scenario. This baseball bat has invisible barbed wire on the end of it, making it perfect for inflicting pain on his enemies. And this sledgehammer can take out the toughest of opponents. Even though it's invisible, it's made of solid steel. I also made a pair of crutches that can be used in multiple ways. John can jab an opponent in the gut with them, whack them over the back with them, or if he gets injured, he can use the crutches to help him walk. And rounding out the weapons, we've got two more items that are best suited for smashing someone over the head: an invisible steel chair and an invisible acoustic guitar. Now, we all enjoy hearing John on the mic, so I had to make him this invisible microphone that he can use to address his opponents and the crowd. I also made him an invisible Money in the Bank briefcase, which you can use to recreate his 2012 victory in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And speaking of ladders, this invisible ladder is perfect for giving John a height advantage over everyone else in the ring. Or if you want, you can use it to make it seem like a regular figure is floating up in the air by itself. And when you're ready to take your match to the next level, you can use this invisible breakable table and make your figure come crashing down on his opponent with tremendous force. Finally, I thought I would make a couple of novelty accessories, like these dumbbells, to help Cena retain his muscular physique by performing bicep curls and overhead presses. And once his workout is done, I've got a large pepperoni pizza with his name on it. This should surely satisfy his post-workout cravings. If you could create any invisible wrestling accessory, leave me a comment and let me know what you would make. The cool thing is, with 3D printers, almost anything is possible, so I might be able to use some of your ideas in a future video. And speaking of future videos, I'm planning to make a lot more wrestling content in the coming months. I'll be showing you how I make some of my custom figures, as well as how I create unique accessories to use with my figures. In the meantime, I've got a handful of wrestling videos in my wrestling playlist, so go check it out and be sure to subscribe.